I have been on this world for around about a month, and I still don't have a single thing automated. I mean, I basically just have the iron farm. I haven't made any other farms since we started this world. And that has got to change, like, immediately, because today we're going to do a little bit of farm automation, and we're going to start with an XP farm, because right now in this world, all of our XP is villager-based, which is not bad, but it's not exactly great. But first, I guess I should give you guys a small update of something we did over on our Twitch live stream. You see, we're over here in the Nether, obviously, Basalt Delta. And we used to have our Nether portal right down here in the midst of the Nether, and not gonna lie, a bit dangerous. So what I did was I moved our portal up to the bedrock ceiling. So here we are up on the bedrock ceiling, and I do have a access point going down into the Nether if we ever need to go back down there, but can we just take a moment? I just want to take a moment and talk about how bedrock is broken in Minecraft, and it's some crazy stuff. It is some crazy Houdini magic that I don't understand, and props to the people who figure that stuff out, because it is absolutely nuts. Like, honestly, there is no way that I would ever figure out how to break bedrock without watching a YouTube video. So props to those creators that spend, you know, an insane amount of time figuring that stuff out. But as you can see, we have another nether portal over here, way across the bedrock ceiling, and this nether portal is actually linked up to a very special place. And that place is, the end. That's right, we're gonna be heading into the end today in order to set up an Enderman Farm. Best form of XP in the game. Well, I guess except for Pigment XP, but we're not gonna talk about that because we're not there yet. And you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. So I had my shulker boxes and my ender chest on the obsidian platform here, and I had to go back to the overworld to grab a crafting table and a stone cutter, and when I came back through... Okay, alright, let's go gather up the materials I need again. You know, this is one of those cases of you learn something new every day. I thought that just the obsidian platform was recreated when you enter the end, but apparently, no, it just deletes everything, and oh, I'm an idiot. And I think this is the thing that I'm probably the most upset about losing, is the wool that I had in one of those shulkers, because I don't have an automatic wool farm right now, so just standing here and watching these guys eat grass is, well, it's not very riveting gameplay, let's just put it that way. I think that by the end of today's episode, a wool farm is probably going to happen, because I hate sheep, and watching these guys run around in this pen it's annoying. It's annoying. I'd rather just have this automated so I never have to deal with it again. And we're going to need more carpet and wool again in the future, so probably a good thing for us to go ahead and just set this up. Did I mention that this is going to be a multi-farm episode? This isn't just an Enderman farm. We're going to have sheep farm, probably a stone farm. We're going to have a lot. We're going to get a lot done today. Huh. Well, I mean, these guys have some wool. Yeah, I'm just gonna, yeah, don't mind me, guys. Don't mind me. It's fine. I got it. Don't, okay. I don't know that all of this violence is really necessary. I really don't. Okay, all right. I'm leaving. It's... Good night. I just wanted some wool. Attack my minion! Attack! Nailed it! Okay, so let's try this again and hope that I haven't forgotten anything. Okay, so first things first, we need to get down all the way to the bottom of the end, all the way down to just above the void. And to do that, what we're doing is pouring lava over the side of the end island. And now what I'm going to do is place a water bucket right next to it. It's going to turn that into obsidian, but also it's going to turn all of the flowing lava into cobblestone and make us a nice way down. Now all I need to do is get in that water stream and place a block all the way down there at the bottom. This is honestly the scariest part of doing this farm every time, but I'm going to use some half slabs and hopefully Hopefully we'll be fine. And just in case I'm not fine, I put all of my super important items in my ender chest. We'll pick those up in a minute if we survive. And nailed it. First try. Okay, so from here we did a bunch of stacking out until we ended up about 128 blocks away from the end island. Then we have this small transition here where we go from slabs up to 2 wide carpet, or 2 tall carpet on top of slabs. And the reason for this is because the slabs are stopping the Enderman from spawning. However, the 2 high carpet is what stops Endermen from teleporting out of their chamber. You see, if the Endermen just spawn and drop down into this chamber, they can teleport out onto any block. However, if that block is blocked by 2 high carpets, then they're not going to be able to teleport out to it. This just makes sure that the Enderman can't teleport out and cause us any problems like sneaking up behind us and knocking us into the void. It's much better for them to stay in their killing chamber. And this here is that killing chamber. This is where the Endermen are going to fall down, and they're going to stand right here waiting for us to kill them with a sword. Now, I'm not doing an Enderman farm where I have them as low down in the world with as few spawning spaces as possible in order to get them to spawn in. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and put all of the Enderman spawning spaces about 43 blocks high. And the reason for that is I want these guys to drop down to 1-hit kill. It's just a whole lot easier for me to kill them that way rather than having to swipe multiple times in order to take out the Enderman. I'd rather just be able to tap and get a ton of XP all at once. I do have another small feature for this farm implemented though, and that is if we flip this lever right here, you can see those blocks over there pull away, and the Enderman can now fall straight down into the void, as well as we can clear this area at any time that we need to. So if there's a ton of Ender Pearls just stacking up there, we can just open up the gates and let the Ender Pearls fall down. I'm not going to have any type of hopper system picking up the Ender Pearls because honestly, I don't really use a ton of Ender Pearls in the game. I'll use them every now and then to make like Ender chests and such like that, but for the most part, I just don't use them a whole lot, so I'll probably stack up like a couple double chests full of them, and then after that, I'm just going to toss the rest into the void, and if we ever need more, we can come back and collect more later. It's not a big problem. Alright, so it's time for me to start building out this platform. So I'm going to head up top with a bunch of stone brick slabs, and we're just going to place a ton of top slabs for these guys to spawn on. Alright, so this platform should be plenty big enough now, and my plan here is to put an Endermite up on this block somewhere around eye level, somewhere around here. And basically what's going to happen is all of the Endermen are going to spawn on this platform, see the Endermite, rush over here, and then these trapdoors will be open, and they will fall down into the killing chamber. However, I probably should go ahead and finish up the killing chamber tube so that these guys aren't falling out all over the place. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get a little bit of glass at the front and then just fill in the rest with some solid stone bricks the rest of the way around. I didn't mean to fall like that, but oh well. Okay, so the tube down below is in, so now all of the Endermen should fall all the way down to their death without falling all over the place, and now I'm about to try and get our Endermite into place, and I think right up about here should be perfectly fine for all of the Endermen to see him and rush over to try and kill him. So I'm hoping I can get him over there pretty easily, but I need to start throwing some Ender Pearls and hope that we get one, name tag him real quick, and then get him into a minecart. So hopefully I have enough Ender Pearls for this. I know they're kind of a rare chance, but shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. And there we go. There we go. We got one. All right, so name tag him real quick. There we go. Little indie nuggets. Nice. And now let's see if I can get him in a minecart easily enough. Hopefully. There we go. All right, perfect. Nailed it. Let's see if I can just go ahead and push him up into his spot now without him killing me. That would be perfect. Okay, he's up there. Perfect. Now we'll just remove that block. We'll remove the rail underneath, and we'll remove that block, and all. Oh, Well, I didn't mean for him to fall, but this should still work. Hopefully. No, I probably need to get him one block up, just so that the Endermen don't accidentally hit him. All right, there we go. I now have him back in his place, and theoretically, this farm should be set up to go. I just need to remove this one scaffolding here, and then put our jungle trapdoor there. Open all of the trapdoors up, and now, whenever these guys come over to get him, they're going to see these trapdoors as a full block, try to get to him, and they're going to fall down the tube. So we're going to use that scaffolding to go ahead and get ourselves down, and then I'm probably going to fly back up here and remove the torches. I think that'll be the safer way to do this. So let's go ahead and remove all of these scaffold, and then we're gonna fly up there, remove the torches, and then run for it. Alright, the platform is now completely dark, so the second that we reload this in, we will see if we have ourselves a working Enderman farm. Do good for us, Indie Nuggets. Let's see how this works. Hopefully everything works properly, and boom! Boom! Absolutely perfect, and I should be able to look at these guys, and they're not going to be able to teleport out and get me because of all of the double high carpet that we have here. So, I think we're fine. I think we're fine, other than these guys being insanely loud. Hey, I need you guys to chill out. I need you guys to chill out, and they're all one-hit kill. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, and then I should be able to just flip this. And goodbye. Goodbye. Nice. Now, do I hear any? No, I don't think so. I don't think any are escaping. So, yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. Oh, this was super easy. This was super easy. Absolutely perfect. But we still aren't done with this area because right now it still looks pretty bare bones. I would like to get an enchantment table in here. I would like to get a storage area in here and overall just make the area look a little bit better. So let's go ahead and get some of that stuff in place. Alrighty, so this area is now looking a little bit better. I can't say that it looks amazing, but that is because I've run out of carpet, so I can't actually expand this any more than it currently is. But I do have myself an enchanting table in, have myself a crafting table, have myself a little bit of storage, an ender chest, and a couple of anvils if I need them. So I think this area is done functionally. I think that I still need to come back in here and actually expand this and make it look a little bit prettier in the future. But to do that, we're going to need a wool farm so that I can get some more carpet. But also, I do have an entire double chest of ender pearls saved up, as well as a second double chest of ender pearls saved up. So that's all the ender pearls that I'm going to keep. The rest of this I'll have as armor or enchanted books or something like that, and it'll just be storage for things like that. But we do have ender pearls for in the future if we need them. And other than that, I think we just need to like decorate this area in the future, maybe with some sea lanterns or something like that as lighting, because the torches are kind of ugly. But you know what? That is a project for another day. I want to go back into the overworld because I have some more farms that I really want to work on. Alrighty, so the next thing that I really want to get in place here in our world is a stone generator. And these things are so incredibly easy to build that I'm kind of shocked that I haven't done one of these already, because we're going to need a lot of stone for this jungle temple. And going and mining underground, while yes, it's nice because I get all of the ores and the andesite and stuff, for this particular build, it's not really super useful to me. I really just need stone and cobblestone and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get myself in a stone generator. So even whenever I'm not actively playing or actively mining, I can set up over here and just mine up some stone. So like I said, setting up one of these stone generators is incredibly simple and will get us a ton of stone And honestly, we could even go faster than this. If we had ourselves a haste 2 beacon over here, we could eliminate all the stone all the way down to the end, where right now we can't quite reach that 5th block. But still, this is pretty fast and I'm happy with it. And the system is incredibly simple. All you need is one piece of lava here in the middle that is dropping down over a ledge, and then water underneath it coming under here, so that when you break the stone, the lava fills in on top of the water, and there you go, you got stone. Now, in order to get cobblestone out of this, you just swap your picks. Instead of using a silk touch pick, you go ahead and use yourself a regular pick, and you'll have both stone and cobblestone. Simple, easy peasy, and there is a stone generator that we can now AFK at. So as I've said, the next farm that I really want to get in is a sheep farm, because I'm tired of waiting on wool anytime that I need it. And I think that this spot here in our jungle village will actually be a really good area to put it, because I really want to put a cliffside over here anyway and kind of block off this line of sight a little bit more, and maybe add in a waterfall or something like that heading down into the river. But that can also act as a nice covering for the sheep farm, so that we can kind of hide this thing and disguise it with the landscape that we build. So I think I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get the sheep farm in today's episode. We're going to go place it along this, and then probably in the next episode, we'll go ahead and build the cliffside over top of it. Okay, so before I get too carried away, let me go ahead and show you guys how to make one of these modules, and then you can just stack them over and over again until you have all 16 modules for a full sheep farm. So what you're going to do is start with a glass pattern like this, and your sheep is going to sit right here on this block, and this will be the grass block that he eats. Now, out of the back of that block, you are going to place an observer to detect when this block turns into dirt from the sheep eating it. On top of this observer, you're going to place a dispenser facing toward where the sheep is. We're going to put some shears in that later. And then right behind that dispenser, you're going to place a redstone dust just like that. Go ahead and put glass here to enclose in the sheep, and then a wood block right there, and that is one module of a sheep farm done. Now all you got to do is stack that over and over again, and then decorate it, and you got yourself a sheep farm. As for the collection system for this farm, the only really unique thing is the hopper minecart that's below this block. See, hopper minecarts have a very special characteristic where they will actually pull items through a block, where a hopper does not do that. So all we have is underneath the grass block, we have a hopper minecart on top of a rail, and then underneath that rail we have a hopper that leads into another hopper, and then into this chest. And that's pretty much it for the collection system. Do that over and over again for each and every cell, and you'll have something that looks a little bit like this. Now, I still definitely want to decorate this area up a little bit by hanging down some banners in front of each color of sheep that is going to be in these modules. So if this is a white sheep, we'll have a white banner. If this is a blue sheep, it'll have a blue banner. And we're going to do that all the way across. That way we can totally tell exactly what sheep is where just from standing up here and looking down. But I'll have to worry about that at a later point, because right now I don't even have all of the dyes that are available in the game. So I'm still gonna have to get those anyway, so I think I'll put that off for a little bit, and instead I'm gonna go ahead and get a couple of sheep in here, which is going to be a little bit more of a problem than you'd think, because we gotta lead these guys through the jungle, which is never a fun task. But luckily, leads make it a little bit easier than using wheat, but still not super fun. Alright, so the first two sheep are now in place. We're just going to keep these guys as the white sheep, and hopefully, whenever that grass grows back, one of these guys will quickly eat it, and they will be sheared, and we will get their wool. I did just remember to put shears into the top dispenser as well. Make sure you do that, or 100% this will not work if you don't have shears in those dispensers. So, hopefully the second one of these guys gets hungry, and the second that grass block is back, which it should refill back in pretty quickly, because we do have 1, 2, 3 grass blocks that can spread over there. I keep saying glass instead of grass. It's very annoying. But anyway, it should spread pretty quickly, and then after that, these guys. There we go. Oh, and I picked up the wool. That's not what I meant, but another wool did go down there. So absolutely perfect. This does indeed work. And there we go. It happened again. Nice. And the wool ended up down there. Perfect. This thing is working. Now we got to get in a bunch of the other sheep. And I do have myself a live stream here in just a minute. So I think what I'm going to do is on that live stream, I'm going to move all of the sheep into their areas here. And then I'm also going to go and get every single color that we have available in Minecraft and go ahead and get all of these guys colored, as well as some banners in place. So after approximately a 3-hour live stream, all of the sheep are now in their pens, and I also took the time to go ahead and color them with every single color that is available in Minecraft. So we have every single wool color now available, and it's all being harvested automatically, and I also have all of the dispensers completely filled up with shears. So we are good to go. This farm is done and dusted, other than obviously the decorating bit. We're definitely still going to have to get that cliffside overhead to kind of cover this area up, because right now it's not the best looking thing. It's not the best looking thing in the world, but I kind of have a plan for that. So as I mentioned, I really want to have a cliffside cover up that sheep farm there, but I don't think that just a cliffside going across there will look very good. So I think what I'm also going to do is kind of build back a waterfall or something back here, and then have that waterfall connect up into the river. And that's just going to make the entire area feel like it's supposed to be there, and not just something, you know, covering something up. And then probably what I'll do is add like a cave right here, and then that cave will kind of loop around, and then it will end up inside of the sheep farm here. So that's kind of my general plan, kind of what I'm thinking right now, but obviously nothing is set in stone. I want to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a great day.